Arena, my name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Jesse Rodriguez, weighed in at 115 pounds on the nose. He stands at 164 centimeters tall with a reach of 170. And he'll be facing El Nido de Oro, only weighing in at 118 pounds, 5'8" tall, with a reach of about 70 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse Bam Rodriguez. They call him Bam, and for good reason.
This bout is scheduled.
All the talking has... The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Insane action! He wanted action, and they are delivering. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That right hook's already working well. The hook scores. This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Beautiful counter punch. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
That's his round.
And beautiful, beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
You're thinking you were smart. You weren't loading up, and you're still letting your power shot. Good work. Don't forget the jab, don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you do. Good work.
As you go back out there, you need to win this round. Get your mind right, get your focus.
Those 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work.
Get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round.
And there's the bell for round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab was blocked. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Have you got complacent? The fight's
Start at a time. Set him up. But you'll take him out. He's too tired.
now you've let him back into it. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching up.
You're getting your timing already. That right hand's beautiful. Beautiful. That's it.
On to the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other. Because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Beautiful counterpunch. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
You win this next round for me, kid. You getting soft on me?
Right hand's beautiful. I said, start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit.
You had everything in the bag, and now you're going to let him back into it. You've done all your work all the way you can. Get this boxing back.
There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Can't find a home with that jab. Perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
That jab misses. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's all offense all the time. think of holding on here for a minute. Straight right just misses. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The Venezuelan is rocked. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice exchange here from both men. He takes that jab. This is a high-octane battle. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Good work at
And there's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Nice job by him to block that jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He blocks the right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't...
Same again.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Carrying away the right hook. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. You'd like to see more jabs. Did you see that? Bam is hurt. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot. Flip.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance with...
And there's the bell for round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Couldn't land that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? And we enter the ninth. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A counter right. He caught him. stamina is off the charts. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship.
And there's the bell for round 10. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Blocks that left hook. Nice defense on that left. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
The straight right just misses. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Stamina is always an issue and a price. Who thought we would have made it to 12? How much is left in their tank after last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
He blocks that jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice defense on that left uppercut. You can't score with that uppercut. Nice defense on that hook. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. And that'll do it. Linares is down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I've got to see that again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
This is the last thing we expected. What